cover the service purchase part and related processes. Sunil is as usual there with me, and Sunil bhai, let us start. Okay. What do we mean by this session? I'll just clarify that we have done session for material purchase, and we have done all the related things. Of course, the bill passing part on the finance side is pending, that we will take up. But we thought that let us cover all the business processes on the other than the finance side in the first go. So that is why we have tried to cover this session of service purchase. So what do we mean by service purchase? Service purchase is a generic term that I am suggesting right now. Sunil bhai, master दिखा दो service purchase. Okay, so the objective of this service purchase is that हम normally ये समझ के चलते हैं कि कोई भी सर्विस आपको खरीदना है या बेचना है तो इसके लिए ये सर्विस परचेज का मास्टर है. दिस मास्टर इज कॉमन वेदर यू वुड लाइक टू buy the service or sell the service. Yes, but for selling related business processes, we will use the sales module. For purchasing related services, we will use the purchase module. So, अगर कंपनी में ऐसी रिक्वायरमेंट है कि भाई एयर कंडीशनिंग सर्विसेज, उसके लिए मुझे सर्विसेज रूट से सिस्टम में जाना है. Of course, all of us know that there is a possibility to straight away book the expense, because there is no GRN, as all of us know in this case. So in that case, if we straight away wish to do that service bill booking, then we have an option to do that. But this process we are जो हमारे पास है वो एडवांटेज करता है कंपनीज को अगर कंट्रोल्ड एक्टिविटी में परचेज का सर्विस परचेज का काम करना है. तो कौन से टाइप की सर्विस है और हम किससे सर्विसेज अवेल करना चाह रहे हैं. लाइक आइटम एंड वेंडर फॉर मटेरियल, दिस इज ए वेंडर आइटम फॉर वेंडर एंड आइटम फॉर सर्विस. ये जो आइटम है ऊपर जो हमने लिखा है उसकी क्लासिफिकेशन क्या है. तो जनरली तो रिपेयर मेंटेनेंस है या जो कुछ भी है, उसमें भी हमने ये रखा है कि डिटेल डिस्क्रिप्शन आप डाल पाए. If companies want to do it further, that they would like the service purchase also to be managed through indent, then we have an indent flag as yes. कि किसी को सर्विस प्रोवाइडर कोई भी टाइप की सर्विसेज कंपनी में अवेल करने के लिए, if they want to raise an indent, they can raise an indent. Obviously, there is nothing like MRP here, so it is something based on their judgment that they will raise an indent. So indent may get authorized, and once the indent gets authorized, whoever is the vendor defined, this relationship is mandatory. Whoever is the vendor defined who is related to this service, to whom आप लोग सर्विस परचेज ऑर्डर रेज कर सकते हो. So service PO is a function in the system. सर्विस इंडेंट भी है, मैंने जैसे कहा. We will not waste time because we have already wasted some time. So logically, जैसे मटेरियल इंडेंट है ऐसे सर्विस इंडेंट है. But if I quickly tell you the flow of how the service purchase function works is, as I said, indent is optional, followed by that service purchase order, and obviously there is a prerequisite master of service and vendor relationship. Then and in that service and vendor relationship, Sunil bhai, वो master भी खुला रखो ना. सर्विस आइटम का। एसी रिपेयरिंग वाला खोल दो ना नीचे। ठीक है, एएमसी चार्जेस। Yeah, there is, like as you can see on your screen here, there is a service account code also associated. The text structure is associated, even the service account code is associated here, and in which unit of measurement you would like to avail this service. So that is what is something that we are showing here. Let me show you some record where there is a data. Yes. So if you can see this, there is a service called AC repairing. For AC repairing, two vendors have been identified, Jai Refrigeration and Deluxe Freeze Corporation. Their vendor codes are there, standard as in vendor master, right? The amount is mentioned that 3,000 rupees and 1,100 rupees, right? The tax structure, the landed price, and maybe the service account code if it is specified, right? So this is the master. Then we go to the PO. As we go with the purchase order, like again indent based or direct, right? Year, group, category, date, who is the vendor to whom you are issuing this service purchase order, and who is demanding the service, who is buyer of this service, at which rate structure he is going to charge us so that credit issue can be taken care of, right? એ લોકોનો જ એક્ઝામ્પલ લઈને સુનિલ તો જે છે તો આને બદલે જેમાં રેટ સ્ટ્રક્ચર ને બધું આવી જાય, ભલે વ્યૂ મોડમાં ખુલે. Okay, so this is the purchase order. Input tax 18%, right? And service, then the GST number. We have also provided whether this service falls under RCM, right? And installation is something that is mentioned, 3,500 rupees. We can, again, what is important that right hand side pe thoda jaiye. Yeah, whether this service is to be charged on quantity based or value based. That is the feature that we have provided. In some cases, what happens is, as you all of can relate, if it is 4 services in a year and one service is complete, then you can define it quantity wise. Or if it is value based and suppose X amount, say 20,000 rupees is fixed for some kind of an annual service and it is to be done twice in a year, then 10,000 rupees is value that you can specify, and then value based can also be done. Or there is a lump sum and still you would like to pass the bills or certify the bills in value terms, then that option is also there. It is important for me to mention here that we have a I would say configurable business process. सुनील भाई वो मास्टर में दिखाइए कि बिल सर्टिफिकेशन करना है कि नहीं. एडमिन में होगा ना. हम्म. See, it's here whether you would like the service bill per certification, yes or no. When you say service bill certification is required, that means that just on the basis of purchase order, bill passing cannot be done, right? So system expects a service consumer, the one who has demanded the service, to certify that the service is delivered or provided according to your expectation, his expectation, and what is the quantity or value that is certifying for the liability to be booked. So this flag is important for all of us to understand. सुनील भाई ये इसमें ऑफ है तो ऑन करना पड़ेगा. Okay, let us go to the service purchase function again. Please go ahead with whatever you have done. Yeah, just open. No, open. ठीक है. Right. So this PO is for, as I was saying, quantity based or value based. If the service account code is specified in the master, then it will be fetched from there, or you can give it at the time of service purchase order also. You can specify any remark that you would like to specify, plus apply the text structure like the material PO here, so that the GST effect is taken care of. Rest of the details are there that you can have the attachment and all that is standard. Now, obviously here also there is a provision for authorization and print. सर्विस पीओ का प्रिंट अगर है तो दिखा दो. Yeah, just show. It's okay, Sunil. Otherwise, we can take it further. हाँ. ठीक है. It's okay. एक चार ले लेना अगाउ तो कोई देखा से. Yeah. कोई भी ले लो. Right. So service purchase has a unique sequence number, and that we can define that is the service purchase, whether it is quantity based or value based, right? And what is per, so since it is per quantity, 2100 rupees is the quantity rate, and that is why it is 8400, right? And then whatever are the terms conditions, the code number if that is given. Now before we go further on the certification side, I would say सर्विस परचेज हम किस किस चीज के लिए एडिशनली यूज कर सकते हैं. एक तो है, हमने सेल्स मॉड्यूल में देखा था कि जब हमारे पास ऐसा बिजनेस केस है कि जब कस्टमर का बिजनेस कोई एजेंट से एसोसिएट होके चलता है, that they have to involve, maybe some agent is involved or some business partner is involved in this sales. Now in that case, and the billing is done by the company, so in that case agency commission based calculation is a part of the sales module and its master, as we had discussed. So agents who are associated as a part of the sales, when I say agents, it also includes, as I said, all type of business partners as well. For that master we have to define in the vendor master. So vendor master, when we say, it is generic. Vendor master can have all type of vendors, material का supply, सर्विसेज का सप्लाई, जॉब वर्क का जो सर्विस प्रोवाइडर है वो, एंड इवन कैपिटल गुड्स. सो व्हेन आई से सर्विसेज, I would like to clarify that we are not just saying this to be considered as a limitation, that we are talking of only air conditioning related services or AMC related services or some those kind of services. Even agents, as I said, is becomes part of your service. You can extend it further also for the consultants and retainers, to whom, if we have this controlled activity of giving them the purchase order and certifying their service while booking the bill. इसका एडवांटेज यही सबसे ज्यादा है कि अगर आपने ये प्रोसेस फॉलो किया है तो कभी अकाउंट्स में गलती से ज्यादा बिल बुक होने का चांस नहीं है, बिकॉज वॉट एवर इज द परचेज ऑर्डर, उससे ज्यादा तो सिस्टम करने ही नहीं देगा. और परचेज ऑर्डर और बिल बुकिंग के बीच में अगर सर्टिफिकेशन का प्रोसेस इन्वॉल्व है, सो इट बिकम्स ए बैरियर इन बिटवीन फॉर एनी काइंड ऑफ. तो मतलब अकाउंट्स के पास ऐसा नहीं हो जाएगा कि सीधा अकाउंट्स को किसी ने बोल दिया कि ये सर्विस प्रोवाइडर को आप पैसा दे दो, तो वर्बली करना है उनको. तो उस केस में जो सप्लायर के रूट से हम कंट्रोल जो रखते हैं वो सब इसमें भी आ सकते हैं. दैट इज द फंडामेंटल important thing that I wanted to say. Now let us go to the service bill certification. Yes. it's a controlled activity. You have to say it will also generate the document number and it will have the complete document reference. It can be tracked like GRN. Of course, there is no physical material movement here, but somebody has to certify. So I can select anything. कोई भी पुराना किया हो वो आप दिखा सकते हैं अगर इस डेटा में है तो आप जो है तो उसमें से ले लो ना correct. So then I go to select the vendor. Then I go and select the service purchase order. We are just showing you. Okay. Yeah. Yes. For which service item you would like the certification to be done, because in one PO there can be more than one items, right? So all the data from the purchase order has come. Now, since this is what it is asking, you would like to certify in terms of percentage or you would like to certify in terms of quantity, right? Once this is Q, so this is quantity based, so we can certify in terms of quantity, right? But even if still we would like to just Sunil give 80%, 80 there, enter, right? It says because it reads this as integer value and it tries to look at it that should not be greater than pending PO. Because my pending PO is 1 and the quantity based purchase order I have taken Q here, that is why it is not allowing me to do the 80%. So in case of quantity based, I have to certify the quantity only, that the work is only when you are satisfied with that quantitative part, then you say, right? When you say 1, because this has only 1, so this is the record that we are creating in the system. Yeah, okay. Save karo isko. Right? So this whatever we have done is available for authorization, as you can see on the same screen, and we are doing it with full rights. So we are able to see that immediately as made available here, and we do the authorization. So what does authorization of certification mean? जिसको हमने सर्टिफाई नहीं किया है वो हमको बिल बुकिंग में नहीं दिखेगा. दैट इज द डिफरेंस. लाइक सो सपोज ये यहाँ पे सर्टिफिकेशन नंबर जितने पड़े हैं वो सब ऑलरेडी ऑथोराइज्ड हैं, तो दे विल बी अवेलेबल टू यू इन द मॉड्यूल ऑफ फाइनेंस. सो वी आर नाउ गोइंग फर्स्ट टाइम टुडे, as far as I recall, in the finance module where we will see the service bill passing. नीचे So when we go to the service bill passing, we will get, as I said, those for pending for entry will be only those where the services have been certified and the bill booking is pending. So as you can understand, this becomes a controlled activity. Service purchase order, service bill certification, and only then the liability can be booked. Bill number, yeah. We can select the service type of an account, yes. Right? Yeah. And नीचे जाए पेमेंट डेज આપી દે. Right, so it is showing me the pending purchases for which the certification was already done. Yes, so PO number selection, as you can relate, this becomes a controlled activity. Right, PO amount 12,000, 15,000, billed amount 12,500, pending bill amount already billed is 12,500, कुछ भी कारण से 2,500 मैंने बाकी रखा था, तो ये 2,500 का अभी मेरा अगर मैं पास कर रहा हूं, yes, current bill amount I just enter there 2,500. Yes, okay, so this is an old data which is I guess non GST data it seems like. Okay, नीचे देखो rate structure में, that is why, or maybe it is without any taxes, but like this expenses can be booked in the ledger as well as in the profit center, right? So there is a profit center selection also available here. Then let us go to the TDS part. Sunil, उसी में next. You can take the transaction that you may have done in the trial also. This is an old transaction, so इसको cancel करके you can take whatever you have tried. This is for further MIS that we can define the services in which group that I would like to book the expense. अठार 19 तो कोई पण नहीं. Correct. Right. Is there a rate structure here? Each can enter the value. Correct. Yes. TDS. Yeah. Yes. This is the GST PO. Okay. Just go to the TDS part. We can say any advance was paid. No, it was not paid. We can just go to the TDS category. Just take anything right now. Yeah, enter. So there is a TDS master which we will that we can discuss when we go to the finance module. But yes, there is a TDS master from where the calculation is done. So this is done. Okay, save. Yeah, and cost profit center also you can show. Okay, you may have to change that. Yes, upper, right? Anyway, you need not save this transaction. We're just trying to look at this screen. Yeah, just try to save. So where would you like to book the expense? There seems to be some issue that it's not showing the right data. Let us go and try something else. Just try this here. No, something wrong. Anyway, so that's fine. We can this conceptually whatever we wanted to say, we have done it. We can save the record. Yeah, it may not save because there is an error. Yes, payment days cannot be less than 0. You have to define upper. Yes. Just write 30 there. Okay. And I authorize, and now just show the ledger of the party E021. Just for clarification, the way Sunil is selecting is not mandatory. If you know the name of the party, you can search based on that also for the ledger. खाली नाम लिख दो ना नीचे सुनील भाई, वो अकाउंट सिलेक्शन में। सर्च में जाके, यस यस। right? So this 19,175, whatever we purchased the service, it's booked in the ledger along with the bill number that we had booked. Well, so this is how we can take the cycle, and of course we can also extend this to the payment part, but payment part we'll cover when we take the finance cycle properly. But this is what was today's our agenda mainly, where we wanted to talk about service purchase at a larger scale. I will just unmute to understand कि आप लोगों के पास अभी टाइम है कि नहीं. I have unmuted you all. Just want to get a feedback whether we would like to see the sales service cycle now. It will not take much time because sales service sale of service is directly linked to or just for the purpose of understanding, there is an order booking and there is an invoice. So if you would like to see, we can do it today. If you wish, we want to do it when we do the accounting cycle, we can do it that time also. You are all unmuted. You can, otherwise you can give me your feedback.
We can cover up. Yeah, we can cover up if it is not going to take much of a time. Anyway, like it's
no,
it will
not take. It will not take much of a time.
I think my personal opinion is like let's cover it up. Like if it is not going to take much time.
Nehal bhai?
Please go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. Rakesh ji?
Please go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Sunil, please continue. Yeah. So as we have seen the CRM cycle, where we have seen again on the CRM side, we can have normally along with the people who are in the business that our customers are in, they would be supplying the machine or an equipment, and they will also have to carry out the installation and commissioning sometimes, and even the erection part of it and further. So if the taxation is same, if the item capital goods that they are selling, if that is going to attract the same percentage of the GST, some of the customers may choose to write the total value and maybe have their payment terms accordingly. But normally we recommend this differently. We say that you should, as a practice, we would recommend this. Ultimately, it is a business decision that the customer has to take, that please treat two line items as separate. One, supply of machine or equipment, that is sale and supply of machine and equipment, and providing the service. So service related invoice order can be booked separately. Like I said, service, there can be an inquiry also for service. There can be a quotation for service, yes. But yes, order booking of service is important. And again, in order booking of service, like we have seen in purchase, we have both the options of whether it is a value based billing that we are going to do, or whether we are going to do the percentage based billing. Yeah, please show that. Yeah, on the item grid. Yes, Agaja. So right now we have taken the service item as AMC charges because this can also be in future. Yes, further. Hmm. Please go. Yeah. Yes. Item type. ये एडिट मोड में है. अगर आप एडिट मोड में एडिट में करो ना सुनील. अगर कोई पेंडिंग है तो उसको और एडिट मोड में खोलो तो. Yes, just take any of this. Just go to this. Yes. दिखाइए उधर. Yes. So we are editing the existing order and adding one more item. ठीक है. आगे. This is in fact what you have opened is a foreign currency order, but no problem. Yeah. और आगे. Further. Yes. नीचे change करो. Invoice method. No, invoice method. Further. Here we have this selection, whether it is value based. करो. Just show, Sunil. Yes, quantity based or value based. So as you can, whatever you select, accordingly system will allow you to generate the invoice. So this process is relatively simple. We have to just create the sales order because we are providing the service. So there is no certification. If the certification has to be done, it has to be done from the customer's end. So whatever order booking we have done, and if we have provided this as a separate line item, we can have a separate service invoice print and invoice creation. Let's go to the invoice screen, Sunil bhai. Invoice screen. Sunil? Yeah. Invoice. like we had seen, the difference is only here. Yes, sorry. That when we select the service and we select the customer, against which the service purchase order is booked. Now, this service can be used for two types. One, as I said, three types. Just giving the business real life example that we have come across. One is this, as I said, erectioning or installation and commissioning. Second is AMCs that subsequent years our customers may, as a part of service providing, they may enter into with their customers. And this also works for the purpose of sometimes repair activity or refurbishing activity that they do. It may be a minor repair activity, or they get some part from the customer, or our customers do job work for their customers. When they have to do job work for a smaller thing, or they provide, so job work in this terminology would be they are providing the service. अगर कस्टमर ने कुछ मटेरियल भेजा उनको, तो वो जैसे मैंने जीआरएन के टाइम पे बोला था, हमारे पास ऐसी फैसिलिटी है कि कस्टमर सप्लाइड जीआरएन टाइप का वेयरहाउस डिफाइन करने की, तो उसमें उसका ये मटेरियल आया, एंड सपोज एज्यूमिंग दैट one of our customers is a machine shop operations person, and he has his own products plus he has spare capacity of his machines, so he does some kind of machining work for some external customers. So उसके पास कोई कस्टमर ने बाहर से उसको राउंड बार भेजा, तो राउंड बार जो उसको भेजा उसको इसने एंट्री करी अपने वहां एज कस्टमर सप्लाइड मटेरियल रिसीव्ड, and if he has to convert it into say part X, so the conversion charge of that he is doing, और उस टाइम जो विजय भाई ने क्वेश्चन पूछा था, if I recollect right, that उसमें कुछ some item that he also has to put, then he has done that. तो इसका जो एसजेओ बनेगा, वो उस जो एसजेओ में ये जो कस्टमर की दी हुई आइटम है वो चाइल्ड की तरह जाएगी, जो बन के जाएगा वो पेरेंट जाएगा. इफ वी हैव टू ऐड समथिंग ऑन आवर ओन एज अ पार्ट ऑफ आवर एग्रीमेंट विद द कस्टमर, तो वो आइटम ऐड हो जाएगी, उसका भी एसजेओ, ऑफ कोर्स इट विल बी अ फोरकास्ट बेस्ड एसजेओ, तो फोरकास्ट का एसजेओ से उसका साइकिल एलोकेशन इश्यू प्रोडक्शन बुकिंग का खत्म करके जब पेरेंट बनेगा, तब पेरेंट को आई कैन dispatch, and the invoice will be that of the service that I have provided. So these are the three types of scenarios that we have seen people using it. Obviously, one, as I said, installation, erection and commissioning. Second, AMCs. And third, whether they do kind of job work, or if we look at it differently, some minor repairs or some repairing jobs that they want to do and would like to charge the customer on service instead of the material. So this can be used this way. Otherwise, invoice, screen, everything, there is no other difference in this. Of course, there will not be any delivery challan in this case, right? So once you make the invoice, and then based on the invoice, whether it is quantity based or value based, yes, just take it further. Now, you can do it only one. Yeah. Sunil, ekat. Yes. And just save. Right? Save. So that's fine. Yeah, like normal accounting practice, we can define. Yes. Okay. Save. That's fine. Save. Yeah, document. It is a small thing. It cannot be. Yes. Okay. Just save. Right. So the invoice is done. We need to authorize it. Right. An invoice print. Yes. Invoice for service. Site deliverables. Yes. कोई भी एक ले ले. Right. So this will be printed. Of course, the format will be that of the what we have pre-decided. So this is how the sales and purchase cycle of the service items we can use. I think I am through with whatever I had to say. Once again, my apologies for the technical issue that we faced in the beginning. Now, one more thing. I think all of you have been already unmuted only, and I have not muted you. Maybe you have yourself unmuted. Is that muted? Is a different issue. Mute is a different issue. What I feel is that logically we have covered the entire manufacturing and service related processes. Unless I have skipped something, you can ask. But otherwise, I am just thinking that now we may not continue our sessions as 3 days in a week, and we can have a planned session maybe once in next week where we can cover the financial facilities that we have, finance module package facilities that we have, especially from the compliance angle. So I leave it open for everyone to